Hey guys, welcome to Money Me. I am your host, Pat Dees, and I wanted to answer the question if you ever wondered what earnings whispers are. Now, what I've pulled up on Twitter here that you can see earnings whispers is a great source for figuring out when earnings are coming out and what calculated guesses are and the directions of stocks. So if you guys like videos like this, if you could give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, it'd be greatly appreciated. This is a financial education channel, and we're going to talk a lot about stocks, CDs, real estate, mortgages, anything that's money related. So we hope you'll enjoy the content, but let's dig into Earnings Whispers. We're going to dig into their site and we're going to dig into their Twitter page. So let's go over and pull up. Now, here's on Twitter, uh, when I'm recording this, this was the upcoming week. You can go to, so on Twitter, Earnings Whispers, it basically gives you, here you can see basically what's going to happen is the week of February the 1st, 2021, which I will release this video for Monday, February the 1st. And you could see before the open a list of companies here, Thermo Fisher, Otis. So a lot of times when you're really trying to get, sometimes on like Yahoo Finance, Google Finance, you really don't get an accurate when earnings are going to come out and whether you want to hold a stock or not. So this is really a great tool to use for figuring out whether you want to hold a stock through earnings or whether you want to buy calls or puts and stuff like that. So I'll give you a couple examples. Like on Monday, after the close, Rambus Skyline is going to come out with earnings. Tuesday, before the bell. When I say before the bell, the market opens at 9:30 East Coast time, New York City time, and the market closes at 4 o'clock. Now, so before 9:30 is before the open, and after the close is after 4 p.m. So before the open, you can see on Tuesday Alibaba, Pfizer, UPX, Exxon, Sirius, XM, looks like Harley Davidson. And this ain't all the companies. These are basically earnings whispers will highlight key companies and show you what's going to happen. Now, this week we is going to be a big um, focus in on some of these big companies like Amazon. On Tuesday, you could see Amazon, Alphabet, Google, which is Google, Chipotle, FireEye, matched Amgen. On Wednesday, Spotify, Biogen, Humana, eBay After Hours, Qualcomm. We are a holder in eBay. PayPal, Grubhub, Allstate. On Thursday, Merck, Yum Brands, looks like Philip Morris, After Hours, Snap, Peloton. Peloton, if you guys are familiar with, is they make the exercise bikes that because of COVID lockdown, they've been really popular. Ford Motor Company, Gilead Science, GoPro, T-Mobile. On Friday before the open, uh, Estee Lauder, Sanofi, and Train. And obviously, there's more companies than that, but I'm highlighting a couple different companies here to show you. So I pulled this. A lot of times, this will be shared up on Twitter. It's a nice little gives you a kind of an idea of what's coming. They post these every week. So if you guys, they have 215,000 followers. Now they also post. Here's I highlight, and I'm highlighting some of these things to show you. Outsized earning moves on Friday, January 29th last week. Um, MicroStrategy, the average move was 5.7%. That means the stock typically would move, but it moved 10.5%. Chevron, the average move was 1.7%. It moved almost 4%. Basically, it looks like most of these pretty much, yeah, moved double what the expected move is. Those are opportunities that are good if you're a call buyer or a put buyer, because this doesn't imply this doesn't imply up or down, so it could be either one. Okay. Earnings increase short interest ahead of earnings. Okay, now this is the first time I'm seeing this. There's been a lot of focus on GameStop and AMC with their short interest. So let's highlight this since we're talking about shorting a stock. And I'm going to do videos on those type of things. Rambus, you can see their short increased by 79%. These are some huge increases. ConocoPhillips up 300%. Their short interest. AMC, which is their short interest, so they're coming out with earnings this week, which is not going to matter because of the stock, but their short interest had increased 100%, and their earnings are coming out February 2nd. But what earnings are they going to have since obviously the movie theaters have been shut down? I think there was some open during the summer in some of the states, and they were playing like limited releases or old movies just to generate people and keep people in the building and keep probably people working and stuff like that. But this shows you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18 different companies with earnings this week coming out that they're their short interest has increased. And there's other ways to look that up too, but again, we are answering the question, what is earnings whispers? I found them about 2 years ago. I enjoy their charts, and bigger than usual earning moves today, and this was January 28th, outsized earning moves. And again, these were companies, so they post this. So if you guys are really interested in it, you don't have to even, as far as I know, you don't even have to sign up for Twitter to see these things, but it wouldn't hurt you to look at and see what the moves are in a lot of these stocks if you're really trying to keep track. A lot of people are confused on when really earnings come out or don't know where to find them. Here's they do these charts. This was on the post on the 28th. You could start seeing basically where the stock, the green arrows are when the earnings were. And you could see here, like when the SAP, when the earnings came out for that day, the stock dropped. So it's kind of really gives you a good gauge of when stocks, and the red arrow means that the earnings were down, green earnings were up. So you could see in several cases here that it's kind of a mixed picture. YW had 3 green arrow ups. Okay, so that's the Twitter page I wanted to show you about Earnings Whisper. But let's go dig into. Now I have the site pulled up, but let's go dig in, and you could click it right from here. But I already have it pulled up on a separate screen. And the reason I like this screen is it basically highlights what the earnings were on particular stocks this past week. But as you can see in this toolbar up here, they're talking about Amazon and their expected earnings. Basically, February the 2nd, they're expected to earn $10.45. Alibaba 351, Pfizer, UPS, Pinterest, PayPal, Nokia 211, Snap. Now Nokia has also been getting a lot of attention on the Reddit boards, and basically I think it's also been getting double attention because of the 5G networks that they're talking about, and they're what they're rolling out. So you can see expected positive earnings, and it highlights some of these. Kimberly-Clark beats, FedEx beats, and that was December 17th. Dollar General had beat December 13th. So it's really an excellent source, and I'm not getting paid nothing from them. I'm just showing you the free stuff that you can see without signing up. Now let's type in, for example, let's type in some stocks, and I like to look at this. Let's say the stock's not on there. Let's type in, the symbol is for Facebook is Facebook, and FB. So their earnings. So if you want to know when a company is going to come out with earnings, this is a great way. April 28th is their next expected when they're going to come out with earnings. Why? They just came out with earnings this week, and you could see, and it gives you pivots if you follow charts. The stock closed at 259.91 on Friday, and support and resistance. So if basically If you bought it, there's going to be some resistance at 264.98. Trends, short term, it's thinking it's down. Long term up. Investor sentiment is up. Earnings estimates are up, and gives you basically a description of what the company is. And Facebook reports fourth quarter and full year results. Let's click that on, and it tells you an in-depth report. Facebook reported fourth quarter December of earnings of $3.88. They beat the estimates of 324. So it's really a good. The revenue surprise was 6.9% to the positive. Revenue growth 33%. Earnings surprise 12.1. Revenue surprise was almost 7%, and earnings surprise was 12.1%. So let's pick another stock. Let's pick Disney, DIS. You have to know the symbol, but what'll happen is this chart will be released the following week because Disney's going to come out February the 11th. And you could see on Friday, the stock was down $3.71. And this was the close. These are the support levels on the charting. What the trend is. Expected quarterly earnings because they haven't had the blockbuster movies out, or the park's been closed. So you could see that. And this, if you want to look at the latest report, you click that on again, and that was November 12th. That's when they report it. So it's nice that you can go back, technical charts. And that's where they want you to subscribe to really dig into more of those type of things. Again, Earnings Whispers is not paying me. I am just basically answering the question, what is Earnings Whisper? Let's pick another stock. Let's popular stock, GameStop. Let's pick GameStop. GameStop's earnings aren't coming out to March 9th. I mean, this, as you guys know, this stock has been crazy. 329.66. You can't even chart it right here. Look at the chart, because it was in the $30 range, and it went up as high as I think 483 the other day. So you could see there's a lot of things going on with GameStop. So I hope that answers the question, what is Earnings Whispers? It's a great tool to figure out when earnings are come out, what their last quarter report was, what's basically some pivot supports on stocks, what the trend is as far as these short-term price, investor settlement, analyst settlement, earnings estimate, long-term price. That gives you an idea. Now, with that being said, this is just financial education. This is not I'm not telling you to go out and buy or sell any of these stocks. This is for educational purposes. I am not a licensed broker. I've got long time trading and investing into stocks and calls and puts and all that. But I'm showing you some of the tools that I use to make choices on what stocks I'm going to buy. And so I hope you will join me. My name is Pat Dees. This is Money Me. We are going to talk about all things money on this channel, and I appreciate your support, and have a great day.